Hey everybody, how's it going? It is I, Dro, here to provide you some awesome content. I wouldn't say awesome, but as good as it's going to get for me. It is what it is. It's a good morning and a good weekend for everybody. It's a little chilly today, so if you are out there and if you are working or if you have to do stuff, just make sure you bundle up nicely. It doesn't really matter where you're at in America. It's probably cold out there. It's the middle of January, so it's to be expected. Except for you people who have crazy weather, like, I mean, not to call you guys out, Florida. But, anyways, well, even then, you probably need to bundle up then too. You might be used to the heat, like 150 degrees or whatnot, and, you just need to bundle up from 50 degree, 60 degree weather, and that's okay. You're used to blazing hot volcano weather, and that's okay. Nobody's judging you for that. Some people, like to live like that by chance. For example, old people, snowbirds. And some people have no other choice because they were born and stuck into this crazy place we call America. And, yeah, that sucks. But enough of me ranting and raving about how everything sucks lately. And let's talk about stuff that doesn't suck. Today we're going to do another gathering mission. As I said, I am trying to complete my Insect Live collection. So that way I have some variety in case I run into monsters that aren't exactly going to be easy to take down with just straight slashing moves. Sometimes a little bit of element actually goes a long way and it can help stun these monsters. So it's very important that I do this. So I think that is a necessary evil to get as much done as possible. Now, I have some people who want to talk to me. Wow, impressive work!
Hey, you. Sure. Yep. Go kick some
Ooh.
butt. Sure.
Always can use more great wire bugs to stick all over the place. It's actually a necessity. Don't look like you guys have anything to say to me. Looks like everybody's got their own idea of how things should be done around here. Especially this one. Alright, let's see where we're at. I know that I'm not, well, I don't know if I know. My brain's kind of scrambled because we've been doing a lot of other stuff too on this stream. If you are interested, you can check out all my other videos on YouTube. I stream all types of games, so it's not just hunting games. I do roguelike, I do RPG, I do action, I do all sorts of things. Doesn't really matter. The only thing that I won't do is story-based games, like heavily story-like. There's nothing, no gameplay, just pick and choose dialogue and go. I think it ruins, for me personally, it ruins everything about gaming for me. I'm just kidding. But no, it's just not my thing. I don't do it. I won't. I refuse. The last time I played a game like that was probably this Disgaea one. I forgot what the name is exactly, but it's based off the Disgaea 1 storyline. So I'm not sure what the hell it's called. Anyways, that was the last one I played, and it had like multiple endings and stuff like that, but it got boring really quick after the second ending. But that's needless to say, some people like that. I just don't. I really don't like anything that I cannot sink my teeth into and get crazy. So I'm missing Rhinopolis shell? Seriously? What the fluff, man? Oh man, I got so much to do. But that's okay. One at a time. One at a time. How many of these do I even have?
It is important, but you want to look good in battle. Until next time.
Of course I want to look good in battle. Not really. Actually, I don't really care if I look good in battle.
What would you like to do?
Yes. 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 Oh, oh, oh. Alright, since we're going to be doing mostly gathering, I would say that these are more up my alley. Ooh, yes. Beautiful. I can only take 5, which sucks, because I would take all. Looks like I have some new high rank. Hell to the no. No! I don't want to do that no more. That was awful. Let's do some expedition tours. I guess we're gonna do... Did we do the Shrine Ruins? Yeah. So we're doing the Frost Islands. And then after that... I think I'll just start doing some quests after that, after I finish this off, because I do need to unlock the other areas in order to reach the high rank versions of them, so...
Good luck out there.
Yay. Yay. Let's see where we're at. Sure, I got a lot of items that I need to transfer. Oh, I don't. Well, that's interesting. Oh, wait, I do. I actually have, bugs that I need to... What the hell? Alright. That's alright. It's not important. It's not important. My brain's running 100 miles per minute right now. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. And I should have cooked, because I'm a dumbass. Alright. We're in here. Grab these. Let's ride off into the sunset! I can't believe I still haven't explored the areas. I must have really rushed this game hard. Ooh, flash bug.
Go!
Alright. Off to collect some things. I want to collect things and I'm already encountering a monster.
This looks useful.
He doesn't seem like he's interested in me though. That's interesting. I might as well take a picture though. That was a good one. That was a very good one. Look, as much as I want to play with you, I'm trying to gather here. Sucks to be you. Oh, nice. Let's get down to business.
It's up to something!
Missed me! Hello. What the hell kind of weapon am I using? I just realized I was doing like poultry damage. I'm like, what the? I must have equipped something by accident. Alright. That's fine. Well, let's get out of here. Seems like a bad idea to stay here with this poultry weapon. He's just gonna beat the hell out of me, and I'm just gonna whack away at him until nothing happens. Alright. That was my mistake. It was utterly foolish of me to do that. But we live and we learn. It must have been when I was buying all those weapons. It's probably what it was. Yep. Crap. Alright. Now we can take care of business. Now let's see if this guy wants to actually truly fuck around and find out, because we are about to make him find out what happens when you attack me and Ophelia. What is this?
I'll just take
A
this.
frigid berry. Mmm. That looks like fun. Is he escaping? Good. I want to deal with your ass anyway. I want to collect stuff. I already have a butterfly in my picture department. Anything else in there to look at? Oh, I might as well collect some of these. They're like, no! We don't have any protection! Oh, you're still not dead? I thought you were.
Might as well put this to use.
Yes, sir. Come on. Thank you.
Gonna need some of this.
I just noticed that that one's a darker color. I wonder if it's to associate which one's male and female. Alright.
Might as well put this to use.
Alright, you gear monster. Let's get going. Oh. Wait a minute.
Going swimmingly.
Oh, I think I took a picture of this one already.
Listen up.
Alright then. Yeah, I just killed your whole family back there. Ah. Since you're being my way, I'm not hunting this. I swear, I was actually just in the area. I'd rather make money. Damn!
Be careful.
Whoa, watch it there, buddy. I wish my insight was a little faster. Are you gonna give me a 1? Like, seriously?
It's up to something.
Oh! I see that. Thank you. That's all I was needing. I could have gone ahead of time and just, whoa. Alright. I was expecting it. It's up to something!
Watch and learn.
Oh, come on.
Do.
I only wish I could cut that tail off. At least I made him cry. See? I knew it was a tear for some reason.
This looks useful.
What's this one? This is the cloth. Alright. We don't need that very much right now. What else we got here? Herb.
One step closer to completion.
One step closer to completion! Where are you going? Oh, Popo! I should have took a picture of the Popo. Damn it.
I'll be taking that.
Well, that's unfortunate. Sure, there's more
Going
around.
swimmingly.
Hello? Where are you, everyone? I've not seen a single mining poe. Wait a minute. We got some new buggies here. We'll take the Astra. Nice. I got a pair too. Excited true. Sunscorn grass. Oh, that makes deodorant.
Making good progress.
Alright then. I know what the deodorant is for. I just can't help being offended. I'm just kidding. And yes, by now I'm probably hunting this bastard because, I mean, I'm actually exploring this whole bottom area, so, you know, he just happens to be in the way. I'm not trying to kill him, I promise. He's just there. Damn, he was crying all the way over here. Another wyvern here. Gotta take a picture of that lantern bug. And this trick toad. I'll take care of these Izuchis. That was a good picture. Just have them like lunging at me. Thank you. You guys just do whatever you want. I'm just chilling over here. Hey, I was clearly over here. You know what I broke? Hey now. Hey buddy, I need you to give me a ride while I sharpen my weapon real quick. Thank you, come again. Hey, did I make him cry again? Damn, he's a little crybaby.
Gonna need some of this.
What the hell? I just killed one of you. Go somewhere. Take care of him, Ophelia.
I'll be taking that.
Take some of these pelts, because you never know when you're going to need them. Hey now. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, easy cheese. Ah, it's these fucking flies again. Alright, we need to go somewhere. I stunned it. Alright. It's pretty neat that I can... If I use my weapon, it makes the Venabras explode on impact. But if I use my buggies, I get the drop. Good to know. Piercing Claw. When I was using the Great Axe, it was a big pain in the ass because almost every time, like 90% of the time, every time I hit one of those bastards, ooh, yes, some merit war. Every time I hit those bastards, it would just explode, poosh. It was pretty aggravating actually, especially when I was doing some gathering runs, trying to collect some parts because I wanted to complete the armor set. And you need not only do you need the binoculars, but you need the other counterpart. I'm trying to remember what they're called. But you can't pick them up if they explode. It sucked, man. It's like, ugh. It's so aggravating. Ooh, spider web.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah. I like mission accomplish. Accomplishing missions are awesome. Let's cut a goat. Smoke nut. Crikey! I see a monster. And Tekka, you are mine. Yay! Hello. Ow! You bitch. I don't very much appreciate what you just did just now. Whoa! Pretty explosive there, buddy. Alright, let's see what you got for me, Anteka. Oh, please don't attack the... No, no. Don't attack the popos. Yay, popos. Oh, I was not close enough. Popo's always running away, man. This Anteka ain't scared of me, though. There's a large version of you in Monster Hunter World. And you're a pain in the ass in that one.
Might as well put this to use.
Especially because it could lift actual tree trunks and slam it on you. That was fun. That was during the Master Quest of Monster Hunter World, though. I don't think they have it in here. I don't think. All I know, it was a very big pain to deal with it, especially because it had such a wide range. And it just come rushing at you with this big-ass log. So if you weren't already in the motion, you better be, because it's coming for you. Alright, let's see. Hopefully I get enough light to do this. Oh, come on. Why is it so dark?
Time to cook.
Oh, I burnt it.
Gotta get the timing right. So tasty.
Got it.
Nice and crisp.
I don't really want to eat the burnt meat. So what I'll do... Item pouch. Let's get rid of the burnt meat. No. We're not doing that. We're not playing these games. I'm not playing games with my stamina here. First one I'm adding. Oh, look at this one. Pretty. Dude, rainbow colored. I wonder why he kicked it though. That was very weird. It's another one of those few lines. I got a picture of you already though. Hey now. You're a jerk. He didn't even let me get up. How dare he?
Gonna need some of this.
Not to say that I'm any different. Ooh, Anteka Antler. That's rare. Alright, I am done hunting you attackers. I want some popos. Don't run away. Come back. You motherfucker. Well, that happened. I guess I collected this already. Come on, doggy. Let's go find some adventure. Gosh. No, 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 no. There was some stuff up here. What are you doing? Ooh. Frigid berry. Hello, bone pile. Oh, I got a dragon bone relic? Nice. You're not gonna run from me, are you? At least attack back. Leave it alone. Popo tongue! I knew I was gonna get one of those. Gotta replace my raw meat that I wasted. Herbalicious. Latchberry. What else we got around here? This rainbow stuff. I'll take it.
Need some of this.
Monster fluid. Oh, I was hoping for monster fluid. Nice.
I'll be taking that.
Oh, at least I got some wings. Wings. Wings! Only a hero can save us. I'm not gonna stand here and part. Fishies! No. Wait, we're gonna take some pictures. Oh, the new register. This is horse shit. Those look like some good fish, though.
Let's see if they'll bite.
Nice. But I wanted that big one.
I feel lucky today.
I feel lucky, too. Wet fish. I guess some armor requires you to have some of this. Come on. Don't let the little fishies take your food from you.
I feel lucky today.
Yeah. The big boy. Was that even necessary? Just like playing around with it like ugh. That's what I wanted, some swordfish action. Spear tuna. These are some interesting names I never heard of.
I feel lucky today.
That's the one I was going for. Sweet. What's this one called? Alright. I think I'm running out of inventory space. Guess I better get back. Drop these off. Let's travel to the main camp.
I'm back.
Yeah! Me too. Wait. I am new. Wait. I don't know what to say anymore. Alright. Manage items, transfer items. I got a bunch of stuff. Very good stuff, too. And Paladin, he's got a bunch of stuff, too. Alright. I think we're doing good so far. Got quite a bit of items. I think we need to cook some more, though.
This should lure him in.
Oh, that was... what? Did you hear that roar? That was not what I was intending.
Time to cook.
Ding, 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 ding.
So tasty.
Yes,
Looks good.
it does look good. If only my food looked as good as that. Where's my well-done meat? Oh, there it is. I'll eat that, thank you. I feel like I should have more stamina. I think. Look some of these. No, 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 that's not what I want to do. Grab some snowy herbs. A smoke nut. Some of these names are a little off. Just a little bit. Hey, fucker. Did you want to play some more too? I could have ignored you. I know I could have. But I want to watch you cry some more. Fun fact, the monsters are actually the good guys, and I'm the bad guy. Classic PETA situation. Oh! Guess I deserve that.
He's up to something.
Actually, speaking of PETA, there was a time, and I can remember this almost clearly when I was probably in my adult age. I don't know if it still exists, but there was this website that kind of like had PETA's take on Pokemon. I don't remember if that still exists or not, but it was pretty interesting, to say the least. And they had like a website full of games of alternatives where they basically kind of propagated their agenda. It's actually interesting to say the least. The thing is about that, like, I like animals, and I think that it's good that we protect them, especially the ones that are most long extinct and whatnot. But I think that like all good things, good movements, I think there's a point where you go too far. You obviously have reached the point of no return, and you are caring more about the structure and your mission than you are about the people around you. And people can start to see that in your actions eventually. So it becomes almost near moot, because the people you're trying to convince are the people that you're ostracizing for being people. So it's a big vicious circle. It's kind of like how the vegan people are. I'm not saying all of them are like that, but
This looks useful.
a good portion of them from social media are like that, especially the ones who are very passionate in what they do. They forget that, you know, everybody is different in their own way, and like you kind of have to speak somebody's language before you can actually give them any kind of insight. If you can't have insight on them, you'll never convince them
I'll just take
or even give them or give them any kind of idea of where you're going with it. It's hard to explain. But if you can't relate or if you can't connect, there's no point in sending the message. You know, it's a sad thing when you have a message and you can't get your message across because you just can't. There's no relations, there's no nothing. And like, I know that some of them understood that and some of them understand that sometimes it's worth to just send the information out but not harp on people. There's some, like, and I'm not going to mention any names, but I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about. There's some people who are just outrageous. Like, there's a word for people like you. Not to say that I disagree with your mentality on protecting them, but like, keeping people from eating against their own diet. We are omnivores, obviously, and some people make it's a choice to be a vegan or a vegetarian most of the time. Unless you have health issues, really it's just more of a choice than it is a health factor kind of thing. Because there's nothing wrong with our bodies are meant to eat meat. Most of us, anyway. I'm not saying all of us, but most of us, our bodies are meant to eat meat. So, you know, to make that choice is a personal decision. It's not something that you should try to convince others to join into that. If you don't want to be alone in your endeavors, then find like-minded people like you instead of trying to convert. Conversion is kind of a tricky thing, you know. Conversion, if it comes naturally, it's actually way better than, you know, stuffing your ideals down somebody's throat. You know, as long as they're informed when they make that conversion, that's a whole lot better than just being like, hey, no, you're doing wrong. You're going. It's kind of like religion in that aspect, I think. I think if you tell somebody, oh, you're going to hell for not believing and blah blah blah, you're not going to get nearly as much of a following as you would if you just be like, hey, here's some information. It is always there for you. If you ever ever go through something and you need somebody to talk to, we're always here. That actually has a lot more impact than you're going to hell. Like, I guess what I'm saying is, like, even humans need some positive reinforcement. If you want people to join in on you, you kind of have to make it fun. And nobody's going to think that they're going to hell is something that's fun. You just made it really dark. So, like, for example, in religion's course, you're just like, well, you're going to hell. Oh, so basically what you're telling me is that if I don't do what you say, then there's going to be punishments from this invisible person that I have to believe and have unlimited faith in, despite the circumstances, despite the reality that I live in. You want me to believe that I will get punished by this invisible man if I don't do right by him in any way, shape, or form. That's crazy. You can't tell somebody that and expect them to, like, convert. That's nutty. And if you do convert from that, then obviously, obviously you're just prone to people telling you how to live your life. End of story. And not to say that I'm against religion. I'm not, by any means. No, I'm actually 100% religious. I'm not going to go and explain what my beliefs are, per se, but yeah, I am religious. I just know that there are ways to do things, and there's ways not to. And if you want to get your point across, then it's probably to do it. It's better to do it positively than to tell somebody, well, if you don't do this, this will happen. Because nobody's going to respond to that. They're going to either take it A as a threat or B ignore you because they think you're batshit crazy. So, and fun fact, Um, my wife, she's not religious at all, and we live quite harmoniously with that understanding that I am and she's not. I wish that she was. I just wish she's happy. That's all I wish for. I can care less. Um, that that doesn't mean that I don't want her to have a wonderful afterlife if I'm right and she's wrong, but it is her choice and I want her to make it as opposed to me making it for her because that's just crazy. I don't think that anybody would like anybody to tell them how to live their life in any way, shape, or form. It's just not. What the hell? Woohoo! All right. What do we have here? A gilded spirit bug. Nice. A honey gold insect restores some stamina when picked up and can be stored. I don't think I've ever seen this one in my last runs, and this must be a new bug. It has to be. Woo! You know what this is? It's a relic record. And I think another thing that to be said is I think a lot of people take the video games too seriously. They think that a good portion of people are influenced by money pouch, Royal Mint coin. Neat. Oh, they believe that people are influenced by games, but it's not that the games are influencing them. I mean, it's really. It's all based on the person. It has nothing to do with the game. If the person is easily influenced by their surroundings, then yeah, I can see where it would be a problem. Are kids heavily influenced by video games? In some ways, yes, but I think they're more influenced by online games where if they play Call of Duty, for example, and they're constantly screaming at each other, and yes, that's an influence. That, like, the people they play with is the influence. It's not the game itself. The game has nothing to do with how they are as a person. It's the people that they play with that generally actually make them that way. Whether they're violent, impatient, rage. And then it's also the duty of the parent to understand that patience is taught. It's not something that it's innate. It's kind of like with raising a dog. I'm not saying that kids are dogs, but dogs are kids, and so in that theory, and I've had both, so I can speak for this. I've had kids and dogs. So in theory, basically, you kind of have to train them to be patient. You have to basically make them wait for what they want. You basically have to teach them that the only way that they're going to get what they want is if they're patient. And kids are no different. The style and the way you train them can differ, but it's basically the same process. So, for example, if I was raising a child, I would tell them, all right, well, if you want this, this has to be done, and you're going to have to wait until I'm ready to give it to you. And so they'll sit there and, like normal kids, they'll come and be like, can I get it now? Can I get it now? Can I get it now? And you'll be like, well, the more you ask, the more longer you have to wait. And they'll continually understand that, you just add, for example, like 10 minutes that they have to wait every time they ask. So, there's many methods to do about this, and I'm not going to tell you that there's a right and wrong way of doing it. But for example, I would be like, all right, well, here's the timer, and I'll set a timer so they can visually see it. All right, and so they can visually, and then you eventually take the timer off, and they understand, hey, I'm going to wait until he's ready to give it to me. But like in the beginning, you give them the timer, and you're like, all right, well, I'm going to give you this much time, and then this much time, I'm going to give it to you. And so when they're like, when they come and be like, can I get it yet? Just add more time on the timer, 10 more minutes. Because I want you to be patient. I need you to be patient. It's important to learn patience, especially as a child. And so, and that's just a pure example. of patience and stuff like that. And I think that that's just one of the many examples of how um, a lot of parents are missing the mark. When it comes to video gaming, when they do something, it's instant gratification, instant gratification, instant gratification. And it's a fantasy world, sure, but they're getting that instant gratification. So in that case, you would have to basically limit their gameplay and make sure that they get everything done in reality before they can have the gameplay. And that's how you would use it. If you just put it in their room, which is a horrible idea. I would never do that personally. If you put a TV in their room and let them have whatever they want, without doing chores, going to school, doing their homework, then all you're teaching them is it doesn't matter what I do, I'm always going to get what I want. And people would argue that that's not true, but no, it's definitely true. That's how child psychology works. That's how child psychology will always work. It doesn't matter if you think I'm wrong or not. The facts speak for themselves. If all you do is give them instant gratification for nothing, they're going to believe that they could get nothing for something. So or something for nothing. So that's basically the only thing that you can teach them negative in video games. And really, that's not video games per se, but just bad parenting. The influence is, and like there are exceptions. There are kids with how would you put it? Some mental faculties that aren't exactly mature or normal in certain regards, and for that you can't. That's a different topic altogether. With kids who have mental instability, there are professionals who will help you understand your child better than I could. I can't really speak for it, but every mental situation is different, and even then, the professionals are just making educated guesses as opposed to you making uneducated or Google educated choices, which may or may not work out for you. I'm not going to judge, but definitely patience is a huge factor, I believe, and as far as kids are concerned, and anger issues and stuff like that. Anger is basically built up frustration. So, I'm going on a kick here. Anger is built up frustration. So, I don't know if you remember when you were a kid. I kind of do. I was frustrated a lot. So, kids need an outlet. Video games tend to end up being an outlet for those who aren't being supervised correctly. Another example would be, and anger does lead to violence eventually, but it depends on the person too. So you can't say that all kids end up violent because of anger. Some just approach it different ways. But an outlet, a healthy outlet, would be like a physical activity that's nonviolent, like baseball, basketball. Those are healthy outlets. And so video games in that aspect, sure, would be a hindrance to that fact. If your kid's yelling at a video game or yelling at somebody on there because they're frustrated, they clearly haven't learned how to be a team player, how to be not a poor loser, but a really good loser. People would disagree that there's no such thing as a good loser, but no, there is, and in how they approach that situation. And if you don't nip it in the bud, and if you don't get them into a team sport and have them socialize with other kids their age, that can become a problem. And yeah, in that case, video games would be bad for them. So, in my personal opinion, and this is opinion only based, in my personal opinion, video games have absolutely jack shit to do with any kind of child rearing or violent tendencies. It's more how you approach it. Video games can be a huge outlet, or it could be a huge disadvantage for a child per se. Especially if you are and that could be for tablets or any kind of electronics for that matter, whether it be a phone, tablet, um, computer, whatever the electronic may be. Um, Sticking your child on something like that is a horrible mistake if you're not actually an active parent. If and you should be an active parent, but in case for those who are busy, who have a lot going on in their life and they don't have time, um, there are ways that you can get your kids into programs and let them figure out how to approach life and socialize as a normal adult and how to handle situations just by putting them into like after school stuff. If you can't afford that, there's government assistance programs too. So there's no excuse for that. You just have to put in the effort, and if you have kids, you should already want to put in the effort, and if you don't, you really shouldn't have kids. I mean, that's just this damn good job. Wait, is this a good job? Oh yeah, it is. And I'm not attacking anybody, I promise. That's just opinion. Like I said, in my opinion, that's what it is. Some of my opinions are fact, but I'm gonna just call them opinions, so that way you guys can figure that stuff out on your own. Take it from somebody who has been there, done that. I don't want kids, no more kids, because it's a lot of fucking work. Kids are a pain in the butt. I never want to do that ever again. It's hard. It's hard because you're always going to make mistakes. There's no such thing as a perfect parent, and you have to understand that going in. And if you're like a perfectionist or somebody who believes that their kid should be a certain way, it can be frustrating. Get off me, you motherfucker. Oh, he just grew. Look, I'm trying to get this to jaw, and you're gonna get in my way. Alright. I'll let you handle Ophelia. I can't believe he bit me and grew. That's stupid. I think I have the opinion that I do about child rearing has mainly to do with my mother. All right, and I think having somebody as a mother who was depressed and bipolar and had 3 kids and couldn't give me the 100% attention that they need led me to a couple self-realizations later in life, not like not in the beginning. In the beginning, I was a complete shithead, but it came with a couple things and a couple lessons learned, especially because I feel like there's a lot of things that my mom kind of missed out on with me and missed the mark on, and I can see it now based on my behavioral patterns. And I'm not going to put a full blame on her. I'm an adult now, so any kind of issues that I have now is really on me. But I think a lot of my habitual natures can be pinned back to her. I love my mom. She's a wonderful person, and she's sweet and caring, and she does the best she can. I think that she was just in over her head. She had too many children. She didn't have enough help. She gave up too easily. She had her own mental flaws that she had to deal with, and she did not take care of them appropriately, and that caused a lot of chain reactions that led to where she is right now. She's not in the mental hospital by any means or anything like that. Like I said, she's a wonderful woman. She just has some mental issues that she cannot break out of, and a lot of people hurt her. And so, for when you deal that kind of pain to that person like that, it could end up having some negative effects on her. And I think her not dealing with that issue while I was growing up affected me in a lot of ways to the degree that I'm not what you would say a well-rounded person. Like I have, and I've talked about this before in previous streams. I have depression issues, not nearly severe enough to like make me not be able to do things, but severe enough that I sometimes I just don't want to be awake. Like that kind of thing. Like to the point where sometimes I just want to just hole up in a wall and die, or not kill myself, but sometimes I just want to just end it. Um, just go to sleep and never wake up, kind of thing. No, I'm not suicidal. No, I would never do that to myself. I'm actually highly against suicide. I think it's the easy way out. It's really mainly the reason why I haven't done it is because of my views and opinions, and it hurts. And I lost people who are near and dear to me. I can only imagine what I would do to my wife. So no, I would never do that. But it's to the point where I'm just like, all right, well, I'm feeling a certain kind of way. I mean, there are days where I don't even want to like. I know that it's my responsibility to take care of the dog that I have, but sometimes I don't want to. Do I do it? Yes, I have to. I have to basically understand I'm an adult. Doesn't matter how I feel, especially if I'm taking care of somebody else. It is my responsibility. It's my duty. It's my job. There's no and it's the same thing with parenting, of course. But like, there's no, somebody will pick up the slack for me if I don't do it kind of attitude. Nobody is going to pick up the slack for shit because it's all on me. I'm aware of that, and I have to understand that despite my feelings and despite me wanting to have a break sometimes, it's not going to happen. It's not in the cards. Nobody's going to do things for me. I have to do it myself. And it's quite frustrating. In a way, having a responsibility like my dog is therapeutic, but at the same time, I wish I didn't have to do it. Like, that's how I feel. But that's just something that I have to deal with on a daily basis. It's not something that I hate. It's not something that I love. But yeah, I think a lot of that has to do with how my mother was with me. I think because she had such a hard time with her own depression and her own problems, she kind of neglected me in such a way that it made me feel unimportant and made me hate myself. It made me hate my mom for a long time too.
That's one.
Or, well, I mean, yeah, I guess hate would be a strong word, but I mean, yeah, I was in that position, I was in that mindset that, yeah, I hated everything. I have a lot of love for her because I understand where she was at and where I came from. And having that kind of understanding is like a key nature to be able to move ahead and move forward instead of blaming everybody else. Taking responsibility, understanding that certain things were unfortunate and you have to suffer because of those unfortunate incidences. But also keeping in mind that it is your responsibility to, as an adult, as a person, to handle that situation to the best of your ability and try to be the best that you can be for not only you, but your family and for your friends and for those you love and care and cherish the most. And that could be an inanimate object to an animate object to whatever, animal, whatnot. Just understanding that, putting a label doesn't necessarily absolve you from being a shitty person. You know what I mean? So, I mean, those are things that I learned growing up. No. Those are things that I learned growing up, and I think I'm a much better person for it in that regard. I don't really take medication for any of this stuff though, and I kind of wish that I could, but I clearly can't afford it. And that's unfortunate because and this is a whole nother tangent. We really have a large issue with medical practice here in America, where there's too much red tape and too many people trying to make money off of things that people need. It's the same as like charging exuberant amount of prices for necessities for women and their women products. Okay, if you take it to that direction, it's a necessity that they have some sort of woman product care. It's not so much a luxury. Okay, we live in an age where we're not uncivilized. We cannot just stick something in there because we'll end up with an infection, get sick, and die. All right, that's not okay, especially in this day and age. You know what I mean? So like, it's kind of the same thing with medical care, mental illness care. There's too much of a paywall for people, and a lot of people can't afford the care they need, and then we just end up saying, well, it's their fucking fault. No, it's really not anybody's fault except for the people who are selling, the merchants, the government red tape, the people who are trying to take money from these poor individuals. I understand that there should be a trade value, and that's okay. That's understandable. But to charge exuberant amount of prices for things that people actually need is kind of it's shisty. It's shitty. I don't agree with it. I think I'm done with this quest. I don't agree with it whatsoever. I think that it's a horrible way of doing it. I think the medical malpractice is more than just people fucking up a surgery. I think medical malpractice is just charging $100,000 for a specialty that you chose to get into, for a specialty that you feel passionate enough to go into. If you go into something and you're passionate enough to see it all the way through, that is your passion. And I'm not saying that it is a granted that you should do that, but you should also have some level of compassion for the people who can't afford the care that they need. If you become a cold-hearted person and you're just like, well, if they can't pay for it, I don't have to fucking do anything about it, that's bullshit. I'm kind of glad that they have a system where you don't necessarily have to pay it all the way, sure, but putting somebody in a debt like that can be crippling to their mental health as well. So, like, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. I really hate the system, like, so bad. I can't tell you how much I disagree with the system because you should already know. It's bad. It's so bad. It's actually quite sickening. Alright, let's see. Let's manage some equipment here. Wait, no, not equipment. Items. Ugh. Alright, I got a lot of stuff here that I'm probably not going to need. That was fun. I enjoyed that. Restock. I don't know when I need that stuff. But I honestly, and maybe this is uninformed, but I really think that we should stop worrying about other countries and we should start worrying about more of our people. This is just my opinion. Everybody has their problem. It's not a bad idea to help people, but if we're not even helping ourselves, what makes you? It's kind of like this. Like as a parent, let's say the government's a parent and we're their children, right? As a parent, you understand that you want to give your children the best or whatever, but you also want to give them responsibilities. You want to help them. You want to do this, and you want to show them that it's okay to help others, and you want to push towards that, and it's a good value. But another value that you should instill is that you can't help others, you can't help your children, you can't help your family unless you help yourself first. And that's not being selfish. I mean, there has to be some sort of self-indulgence in order to be a good person to other people. You have to indulge in good things, positive things, things that will improve you in your life, and so that way when you improve, you can share that improvement with the people you care about and love. Another reason why I don't want to have children, I don't make enough money. don't make enough money. I'm not making any money right now at the moment anyway. I have money set aside that's carrying me right now for a little while. But I don't have enough money to sit there and take care of a child, you know, and I don't have the career that I want to take care of a child. I don't have the necessities to do it. So I'm not making anything. So why the fuck would I put myself in a situation to take care of it? And it's happening to a lot of people, and people having a self-realization. I don't know if you guys know this, but like a lot of people are saying, "Oh, well, people aren't having kids anymore." Blah blah blah. This is horrible. I mean, why would they want to? What in God's name do you think would possess somebody to want to do that to themselves? Like, nobody wants to go through that hell. Like, that's crazy. Nobody wants to do that. Ever. Nobody. And all the things that I have learned, it's this. You don't put yourself in a position where you're going to basically screw yourself in the end. That's crazy. There's nothing good about doing something like that. Like, you really shouldn't do that ever. Nice. That should be good.
Leave it to me.
No. Alright, so now I got a steel blade. Can't do anything without a Rathian spike and shield. I need some Noxum feathers, so I need to fight another Noxum. I have enough for this. Ooh, I have enough for this too. Ooh, choices. I still don't have a Rhinopolis shell. Damn. I need to go to the desert for that. One step at a time, right? But yeah, you don't want to put yourself in a position where you're pretty much asked out because you have no way of taking care of it. No, that's crazy. It's okay to want children. There's nothing wrong with wanting children. It's nice that there are actually people out there who want to do that. It's just, if you can't do it, if you don't have the means to do it, don't do it. Like, plain and simple. Do not do it.
Piece of cake.
No. Do not put yourself or your child, nope, in a position where you're just being selfish. Procreation is supposed to be a selfless act. It's not. You're not supposed to put other people out because you can't take care of it. If you need the government's help to take care of children, don't do it. Just don't do it. It's just not a good idea. I don't personally agree with that kind of mindset. That's a little nutty. Just a little bit.
Thank you kindly.
And I personally wouldn't do that. And I think a lot of people are like that. And nobody it's a big responsibility. Huge. You don't want to struggle with that. And you're already going to struggle as a parent as is. Alright? It's already hard work. It's a 24/7 job. It never stops. They could be 18 and you're still going to be taking care of them. They could be 25 and you can still be taking care of them. You don't know. It's like basically a range type game. Like, you basically don't know what you're going to get. You can set certain skills and put them in a path towards what you want, but basically everything else is range. Like, you're RNG all the way when it comes to raising kids. RNG all day. And the job continual. It never stops. You could be asleep and you still have to work. You know, I mean, it's one of those things. Like, nobody wants to do that willingly, and then also worry about money. It's not going to happen. I think our economy is not in good shape. They can lie to you all they want, but we're not in good shape. I'm spending too much money on groceries for just me and my wife. And that's just, and my dog's food, ugh. Let's not even go there. That shit is expensive. I'm spending like $70 for a medium-sized bag. And I could go for the cheap food, but it's not necessarily good for my dog. And I have a very expensive breed dog, and I am not going to sit there and kill my dog or give her shit. I'm not going to give her shit. You know, I'm going to give her wet dog food mixed with her dry food. I'm going to make sure that it's a good brand and make sure it's got all the things she needs. She's got toys. We keep her occupied at all times. We got puzzles, toys, Everything she needs, she gets. And I still feel like it's too much. But it's a lot of money. Like, a lot. And kids are more than a lot of money. They're a mess ton of money. The only way I could see myself having a kid is if I made probably about 80,000 to 100,000 a year. I don't. I personally do not do that. So I don't make that kind of money. And people generally don't. Your balance average of people are making about anywhere between 18,000 to 30,000. And that's most of the population. Most of the population can't afford to go to college. No, most of the population aren't smart enough to go to college. Most of the population have a really rough upbringing, and they never had the opportunity to go to college. There's a lot of reasons why people don't go to college, and that doesn't necessarily guarantee you a good paying job. You know, and some people don't have the mentality of owning a business or doing whatever. They don't, and that's realistically, some people just want to work and make money. Let's be real. Some people don't want to go through the hassle just to go and make some money. They just want to work, get taken care of, have a decent job that cares about their needs, and then make a paycheck, pay their bills, take care of their family. That's what people want. A lot of people want that. They don't want that crazy hubbub. All right, and we have people who do want that crazy hubbub, where they do want to push themselves beyond. They do want a huge, better life, and that's fine. But you're in the minority, and to sit there and judge people in the majority because you're in the minority seems kind of off a little bit. You're kind of in the lower spectrum. You don't have that kind of luxury to sit there and judge people when the reason why you are up there is because there are people down there. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like it's kind of silly to talk shit about either side, but it's so unbalanced right now that the normal average man can't make babies, and if they can't make babies, you're not going to have employees in the next 10, 20, 30 years. Just saying. They're like, and then their solution to this problem, which is crazy to me. Ooh, advancing round slash.
Keep it up.
I like that. What's advancing round slash? Actually, I like it. I haven't even tried it yet. Ooh. Draw a weapon while unsheathed. Alright. Well, I can live with that. I still like the Tetra Seal slash. But, what was I saying? Yeah, so yeah, it's a very fucked up place right now. When, you know, your own people, and nobody wants to live uncomfortably. Nobody wants to live in poverty. People have watched their parents struggle, and these kids are growing up and they're just like, we don't want that for ourselves. We don't want to live like that. We want better. And that's why you have people who are on TikTok who are trying to make a career out of it. People on YouTube trying to make a career out of that. They see people who make it and they're just like, well, I could be that person. And while it may be a dream, it's still a dream that they want to pursue, and it's a whole lot better than going into a place where you're sitting there slaving away for somebody who doesn't give a shit about you. You know what I mean? And they want to feel validated. They want to feel loved. They want to feel cared about. They never got that. You know, they never felt any kind of value in working for a place. Why the fuck would they want to be in that place? It's super fucked up. I know that eventually I'm going to have to go back into the job world one day, within a few months. when she's ready to be left alone for a long period of time, and I'm dreading that whole situation where I'm going to have to be flung into that workplace where it's just constant. It's like you have to be a machine. Nobody wants to be a machine. Nobody wants to be unappreciative, and I have to go into that environment to make ends meet, and it's not going to be enough. Even after that, it's not going to be enough to take care of a child. You know what I mean? Like, it's not enough. And you can look and you can try and you can finagle, but, you know, I don't believe that we're in this life, and this is my opinion and many others' opinions. I don't believe we're in this life. We're not living to work. We're working to live. So, you know, it's rough because it's not something that we're passionate about. Working is not our passion. Our passion are our hobbies, our family, our children, our dogs, our cats, our animals, whatever the hell it is that your passion is. Those are our passions. That's what we want to. That's what we love. You know, work, mixing that work and that thing can be a blessing, but it's a blessing because it's not something that happens on a regular occurrence. It's literally a blessing. Like you have to be lucky. You know, RNG, buddy, RNG all day. Life is an RPG, and we have to live with that RNG. And you can make it or you can't, and you have to make risks. And sometimes that risks can outweigh the reward. You know, and people are afraid. They don't want to do that. They're already struggling. There's a lot of things that are coming into play. And, you know, for somebody like for me, example, who has nobody to fall back on but myself, if I become homeless, for example, the only person I have to depend on is me and my wife. I don't have rich family members. I don't have that support system. I don't have a family background where everybody is like, how would I put it, well off and helpful enough to do that. I don't exactly like my family anyway. I'm not a big fan of them. No, I wanted to do the joiner quest.
I've been waiting for you. These are the available quests.
There we go.
Good luck out there.
And, I mean, you could say what you will, but there is no excuse for the way things have been going lately. And we could sit there and blame the person themselves, but there's a lot to do with our environment and the way things are working around here and the people around us. Everybody's out for themselves, and while that may be appropriate in some cases, there is such a thing as overindulgence. And I see that a lot today. And people are scared and fearful of losing everything that they worked hard for, so they create a system in place so that they would never lose it. And in doing so, they destroy everybody else's lives along with it. Fear is a huge factor in this. And you can argue with me about it, but I mean the evidence is right there. Why else would you be that kind of way? Why else would you entrap people in a system where they can't succeed unless, you know, they have a background and they're grandfathered into like that's the latest way of thinking. You know, you can't really easily expect people to do what you want, and you're not. And what that's eventually going to do is it's going to bite you in the ass. You know, it's gonna cause you issues. You're gonna have problems. You're not gonna be able to succeed in the near future or help your children in the future if you kind of cap them like that. You're basically putting a hard cap on their life, and you'll find more and more these people say, "Oh, well, people don't want to work." It's not that they don't want to work; they just don't want to work for you. Like, let's be honest here. They don't want to work for you, and you can't really blame them, especially with that attitude. People want to work; they just don't want to feel like they're hopeless and helpless. They don't want to feel that way. It's a shitty feeling to have. Nobody wants to feel like their life is nothing but a joke. They don't want to feel unappreciative, especially if they're sacrificing their time with their family and their friends and their hobbies to come work for you because they have to make a living, and it's a no choice kind of situation. You know, people hire workers because they need them, not because they're trying to do us favors. You know what I mean? Like, you're not doing us any favors. The fact that we have to sacrifice something to work for you is a favor enough for you. You're not doing anything else. Like, we're there, we're showing up, we're doing our thing. We're trying to help you out in the best of our ability, and these people feel like, oh, well, I mean, I guess we're doing you the favor by hiring you. No, bitch. No, we're doing you the favor by working for you. This is a two-way street there, friend. Like, and if you expect the best out of me, I expect the best out of you. And not because you feel, and no job should ever feel entitled to take your freedom away. That's crazy. That is absolutely baloney. Nobody should feel that way. Like my brother, he's an entrepreneur. All right, he's a huge entrepreneur. He's always trying new things. You bastard, you better not flee. He's an entrepreneur, and he hired people to do a certain job, and he wanted to be a good boss to the point and degree where he was sacrificing his own happiness, his own needs, and stuff like that. And that's not what I'm asking you to do. I do recognize that there are people out there who will, because I'm not expecting everybody to be a good person. It'd be silly to believe that. People will take advantage of you. That's a risk that you take, especially since you're in business, but that's why you get paid the way you do. Alright? That's why you pay yourself, and you have the responsibilities, and you have to take that thing. But to sit there and say, well, since this happened, everybody else is like this, is crazy. You know, respect us. Treat us with respect. Understand that we all have families and obligations outside of your job. Understand that we need health insurance. We need a decent pay. We need all this. Why would we work for you if we didn't? You know, and it's a crazy cycle, and I hate the way it is. I hate that we don't have a bartering system, if I'm being honest. I hate that. We should have a bartering system. Alright, fuckwad. Woo! Damn, that was well timed. So that's my rant for today. I mean, I picked up on a lot of topics, and I know I can be a little long-winded, but I'm really extremely passionate about the like how things are right now. It's kind of fucked, man. This is not playing the blame game. I'm literally, you know, I'm just talking from experience.
Nothing to it.
All right, go.
That's how you do it.
I forgot you have to move the R1 button. Hello. You need to go. But that's enough about me, and let's talk about this game. It looks like I have somebody who is using a Japanese name. I wish I could read.
Let's see how you handle this.
You motherfucker.
Need help?
Nah. Oh, seriously? he knocked me off my doggy. It's nice to have people who are jumping in. It is the weekend, so I guess it's expected. That's actually why I started playing Monster Hunter today, is because I knew there was going to be people there.
Thanks for the help.
So basically, the ground move that I just got is almost like the similar.
You're done for!
It's the end of the line for you.
Give it to me.
Need more ammo! Hope you're ready!
This is for my fellow hunter.
You're in for hurting! I'm gonna end this! And learn!
Nice.
You rang? Sweet melon, man!
That was low.
You kick me off now!
This is for my fellow hunter.
Yeah! Sharp edge, sharp! Be careful! Hit hard!
Man, look at everybody's jumping the shit out of this guy.
You're not getting away! Go!
Oh, what fun it is to ride. Seriously, this guy? Not what I'm looking
Taking
for.
this. Nothing personal, buddy.
This is actually becoming a really good hunt.
Yeah.
Here comes the paint! It's the end of the line!
Here comes the pain. Don't take this personal. This is gonna hurt.
Nice. It's looking good. Woo! He's angry!
Just a bit more. How fast does matter? You're done for. You're getting weaker. I can taste victory. You're in for hurt. Move. Must maintain my edge. Run like the wind.
All done.
Send them all thumbs up because that was awesome.
Nothing personal.
Where would we be without these stones?
Where would we be without these stones indeed?
Mine now. Nothing personal, buddy.
That was a pretty good hunt. I enjoyed that. Thanks for your help, guys. That was awesome. That was a good one. Alright, I think that is pretty much the end of this stream! So I appreciate your help! Thanks for watching. I know I went on a complete rant about stuff that I'm passionate about. Whatever. Hopefully that didn't steer you away from watching me play. I really enjoyed my time with you guys. I enjoy streaming for you, so hopefully that you guys will come back and watch me some more and see as I go through hundreds of games and show you content and talk to you. Don't forget that if you're at twitch.tv, any videos that you may have missed will be on my YouTube channel, link provided below. I also have my links for the Discord and for my Twitter. Though the Discord and Twitter aren't nearly as important, but if you want to chat with me, that's the place to do it. Both places. You can also find me on twitch.tv for you YouTube users. I have the link on the description below. I also have a link on the page as well. Let's see what else. That's it. That's all we got. That's all I need to say. So if you guys ever want to watch me on either or, whether it's live or off stream, you have all the chances in the world, and I don't mind if you do. Don't forget to leave me a comment or something, a suggestion if you feel like you want some things to look a little different, or you think that I should. What games you want me to play? Anything is anything is a possibility, and I don't mind. I won't take offense to it. It's always good to get some feedback from my viewers. I appreciate you guys coming to see me, and I appreciate you. I will be back here around 9:30 tonight, and you will catch me playing whatever game I decide to play, because I don't know yet. But all the schedules are posted on twitch.tv, so you can check me out there and find out when I will be next. It's pretty much a set schedule for now, but it may change in the future. So make sure that you keep an eye on that. If you are twitch.tv followers, I appreciate it. Don't forget to follow and to subscribe to either one. I appreciate both. It does help me and the channel, and it helps me get, people watching. And I would love for more viewers to watch what I do and to be more interactive with me. If you can't be that way, that's fine. That's okay. Just be a viewer. But don't forget the follow and subscribe buttons are there, and I would super appreciate if you click on those. I thank you very much if you do. Thank you guys. I will catch you guys later. Bye.